Good day, everyone. So today is going to be another backtesting session. And the last video we had was pretty much like backtesting, like 2 or 3 weeks worth of April, wherein I was down on the month. And that somehow indicates, or like, some people actually tilt on that. That is one of the reasons on why people, some traders remain unprofitable because they tilt on evals, or let's say they pass their eval, but they just can't quite get a payout because they are in a losing streak. And losing streaks are inevitable, assuming that you are following your systems. But yeah, I hope you learned a lot from that video because, losing streak is a huge thing. It's, you take a hit in terms of your mental capital or your capacity, as well as, your psychology. Because, when you're starting in these losing streaks, you start to tilt and, you're not liking how, the market is showing because you're trying to blame the market that, they're wrong and you're right. But, we all know that the market is always right. And if ever you take a loss, always the question is it within your system? If it's within your system, that's a win. Anyways, let's go on August price action. So, basically from our last video, I've accomplished May, June, July. Right now we're on like the first, not the first day of August because I actually did like 2 days of August and I had a win on them. So let's see if we can have a good streak on this. But on August spot, we currently have a news, so that's good. Also, we're gonna be adding SMTs on the way as well. Unlike our last video, it's all just conviction. Now we actually know, okay, shit, there's an SMT here. Whoa, is this really an SMT? We took that low, 215 low. Wow. Anyway, so with that, I'm not really expecting to take this low anymore. Depends on the market open. So the market open is pretty chill, right? Since NQ already, he has already took the high. I actually can really, I can anticipate along at this point. Is ES took that low, or is it this low? 830 low. Already this was that 830 low, but this one is an equal low with like the 2 a.m. low, BDS, which is like around here. So, hmm, all right. Anyways, I just chill a bit since we're pretty early out of market open. We don't want to take a trade right away, but yeah, I was pretty right. We're looking pretty bullish on that. hmm This is the London high, so also as an hourly intermediate high. Took a high here, just like what? But for me, this equal low still is a draw for me, unless we just keep, going higher. Wait a sec. Let's go here to 15 minute. Let's check ES, what ES is doing. ES has this high. Is it the same high? The 4 a.m. high? Yeah. ES is like really lagging in terms of being bullish. So we can maybe wait for a manipulation here with NQ and look for shorts. Or this is already the manipulation we're looking for. Alright. Let's just wait for a valid short setup if ever we do. Alright. I really like this highs to get taken out. Hey bro, if you like those highs to get taken out, why you don't take long towards them? I just find them lower probability. If take along on that. Alright, we take that. Is that a news high? Actually it is, it's PMI, so that my side got taken out. And that buy side is pretty much, ES is going to that route as well. About NQ, NQ already took it. But we also have an NWOG here, so I think the initial bullish bias is what's gonna prevail here. Okay, we're gonna leave a 5 minute gap. Oh no, no 5 minute gap. We get like an inversion, a 3 minute inversion. 3 minute failed to inverse. Let's say even though, yeah, clearly bearish on ES, but I'm not just taking a trade based on, just an SMT at this high, like this high right here. I want an actual confirmation to the downside and a clear drawn liquidity. I mean, this one will become 15 minutes pretty soon. Or, yeah, we're really rejecting unless we can turtle soup this 3 minute. Do we have a turtle soup with a 3 minute? Mm-hmm. Yes, it's like going the same rate with NQs if NQ is slightly higher. The 15 minute has opened. Oh, this one's still at 15 minutes because this one's not going to be a gap by any means unless this candle closes and we can actually have like a gap. And then if it closes bullish, 5 minutes, we don't have any 5 minute. Even on, yes, I think barely a 5 minute. Yeah, barely a 5 minute. Got like a V-shaped recovery with the long. So I do think NWOG is the draw here. Yeah, I would like this NWOG to get filled, or even if unfilled hourly is a good draw. I'm willing to take long here if we can have nice inversion, strong inversion to the down upside because I mean it's price presents it. Because price looks a little bit indecisive at the moment. That's why I don't quite like taking anything. Yeah, I don't like to take quite anything at the moment. I'll just be patient right now. I mean, yeah, I don't see anything significant at the moment. If I'll ever want something that is significant to get taken out, this candle will close later. I don't think we'll have any for value gap anymore. We'll know that answer on that one pretty soon. I'll mark out this 5 minute low. What is that? Is it a 10 p.m. low? If we have an open low high close, that's why I want us to be more bearish. Because if you can see, we had an open high. I want us to close lower, but we should, obviously get a clean entry off of that. EDS take that same low. They both take the same low, so that doesn't really matter to me anymore. Our longs good. Wait a second. 15 minutes has opened, but I really want this 15 minute to get filled. To see where's the 15 minute on ES. Actually, ES don't have the 15 minute, and this S&P is still holding, but um, I don't like the structure. I don't like the structure. I want a clear manipulation, clear leg where it wants to go. It's not like, trying to trip me out. All right. Can we inverse this 3 minute? One, two, three. 3 minute held. All right. I don't like the price action. I think this is gonna be a no trade day, but yeah. I mean, just like decent entries, maybe like this one. I already said I was bullish. Maybe like took long here, but no A plus. No A plus. Yeah. No A plus trade on this day, so that's gonna be that. No A plus or A minus setups. Hence, it's gonna be a no trade day for me. So I hope you're learning from, my no trade days, because no trade days are normal, guys. Never force your setups if, your setup didn't present itself. Let it be. Not every single day is, you're gonna be presented with the setup that, your system is aligned with. All right. The end log here is pretty much filled. So I'm not like drawing towards that at the moment. August 6th, we don't have news though. All right. Mm-hmm. What's significant for me is either this low or this hourly maybe low, because we're already at, we're displacing from this bearish hourly gap with the bearish order flow, and we have this, and we've already filled. So we can anticipate that price might want to go lower, right? Due to that reasoning, this was like 1 or 2 p.m. low yesterday. Is this the same low as that? Yeah. Let's see. Let's go market open. I want a manipulation here. This is extreme accumulation. We're going to manipulate. Okay, we manipulated higher. Took this 15-minute intermediate high. Could take that high, and yes. We did, but barely. Like the SMT here, if you're gonna see an SMT is like kind of this high, like 830 high, which is a pre-market high. So I do believe we do have an SMT on pre-market high, which is a good thing. SMT on pre-market high, that's a good thing. So basically we swept what did we see here? Actually shorts here are valid, but we're pretty early out of market open, so the probability is a lot lower. We have this 15-minute intermediate high, and we had an SMT here on the let's call this pre-market pre-market highs. We can take a short-lived short here. We can take a short-lived short. We already had a manipulation. We can do a minute distribution. See if price would allow us. We got the inversion at the moment. Yes, still to take the high. I mean, we still get the manipulation there, but I'll take note of this low. If as soon as ES take that low, I'm going to break even. All right. This what is this? 15-minute intermediate low as well. It's also a good draw. You can actually target it. It depends on gonna be the structure because we don't have like a higher time frame inversion coming off of this. 1 minute is the highest time frame inversion. I'll just put my stops at this high, something like that. All right. So let's take it. Okay. We break even on that. All right. So yeah, we still break even on that. So valid place to break even. Risk-free trade on this one. And yeah, I'm gonna screenshot that. Okay. TP hits. Pretty, pretty. I think we're gonna keep going lower than this, but I'll just log this on my journal. So what was this setup for me? It's an A plus mech model. It's an A plus mech model. Uh, without CSG or take profit. Actually, we could have got a higher RR here, but I always aim for the low hanging fruit. Trade duration, 3 minutes, 5 star on that. So, let's do a quick recap on this trade. So, why did I take this trade? So, we early bottom market open. We can see here a clear accumulation. Then we have a manipulation, right? And if you can look at ES was also accumulating, but the manipulation of ES is uh, a lot weaker compared to Nasdaq, wherein Nasdaq is kind of like the leading index in terms of being bullish. And we took this pre-market high wherein we checked at ES, we didn't take that pre-market high, giving us bearish S&T. But S&Ts are nonsense if there's no narrative behind it. So we had an inversion to the downside, which is the highest time frame. You can see there's no 3 minute, no 5 minute. So we took the highest time frame inversion in this case, so it's a 1 minute. We also swept a 15-minute intermediate high, and we had an S&T. Took that initially planning to go break even at this low. or whenever ES takes this low, but in this case, actually, we do have a bullish SMT out of this low. But that is pretty much the reasoning why I take this trade. Typical PO3, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, A plus McModel, SMT, inversion to the downside, high stock inversion. Target the low hanging fruit, but I do believe we can actually go lower here. But this gives us, pretty good RR. Because in this case, we had like what 1.41 RR on my last on this trade. Like my stop, like pretty much at the candle high. I wanted the initial to go here, but we might manipulate. So the safe is obviously put your stops above like a swing high or like cup body high. But when I really have a strong conviction that the price should flush, I just put it slightly lower on the initial high, or you can go to 3 minute candle body high. Anyways, that's pretty much this reasoning and the narrative as well as thought process for the setup. I hope that you learned a lot from this 8 plus trade, and see you guys on our next episode of Backtesting Session. Always remember, every time you obey your rules, you will be rewarded. Every time you disobey them, you will be punished. Hope you learned a lot, guys. Peace out.